Hey everyone, it's Aaron Hughes from FuDog Group. In yesterday's video, I shared a concept about wealth because we've got a wealth-related masterclass coming up tonight, Thursday, September 28th at 7 p.m. Eastern. You can jump on for free if you'd like. I'd love to see you there. So we got this wealth masterclass coming up tonight. And so I've been thinking about wealth and about money, and I shared some insights yesterday about how wealth, the concept of being wealthy, might inspire some people and might repel others. But even if that's the case, we're all on a money journey. That we're all in this current financial situation right now, whatever that is for you, and we all aspire to a different financial situation. And for some people, that would be, billions of dollars. And for others, it would be just like, I want to be able to pay my bills and sleep at night. So it doesn't really matter how you define wealth or this kind of like financial aspiration portion. We're all on a money journey, and there are different things that you can do to make that journey faster and simpler for you. And today, I want to talk about a related wealth concept that I call wealth zones. So I talked about the wealth journey, where you are, where you want to go. So this thing of where you want to go, that's kind of like this zone of wealth. And again, it's whatever you define it to be. $1 billion for some people, it might be just like, I just want to pay my bills and sleep at night. Whatever that is totally fine. Now, here's what's interesting. Most people have a zone below that is an amount of money that is too little for them. So, for example, if $1 billion is your zone, then maybe $500 million is like, no, I want $1 billion. But $1 million is like, that's pretty low. And 25,000, you're like, how can anyone survive on that? And like $1 is way too low. So you got a zone of what you consider to be like wealthy and acceptable, and then below it is stuff that's too low. And again, it doesn't have to be $1 billion. If you are just wanting to like pay your bills and sleep at night, there's still an amount that is too low to achieve that. Okay, so most people have that. They've got the zone they want, and then a zone that's too low. Now, here's what's interesting. Some people, not everyone, but some people have a zone that's too high. So an example, I'm just picking some numbers out of a hat here, but an example might be, maybe your zone is $100,000. I think if I make $100,000 a year, I'm really comfortable. Anything below that is okay or hard to get by, but I do not want to make $1 million or $1 billion because I think rich people are jerks, right? So some people have this kind of zone above that is a cap on how much they want to have for wealth. So most people have everyone has the zone what they want, and then likely a zone that's too little, and some people have a zone that's a cap. Now what's interesting is each one of these zones is defined entirely by your stories and experiences and values. And so if you have for example, a negative experience in the past of interacting with wealthy people who turn out to be jerks, you're probably going to have, this zone, and then you'll have that cap because you don't want to be like those people. That's one example. Or maybe you interact with people who were wealthy but incredibly generous and selfless. You didn't even know they were wealthy, and you were shocked when you discovered that they were, and you learned from them that wealth is a great tool to serve other people. Well, there's a good chance that your zone of wealth maybe doesn't have that cap. Regardless of whether you have those 2 zones or 3 zones, each of those zones is determined entirely by your own stories and values and beliefs and priorities. So that the amount of money that you say is what you want, or too little, or in some cases too much, is all decided right up here in your head. And if you want to change that, you just need to think differently about money. And that's what we're talking about on our masterclass tonight. Our masterclass is called Wealth Remedy, and it is talking about how we have all these stories and beliefs and ideas and values that sometimes attract us toward money and sometimes repel us from money, and it all depends on our experiences and background and that type of thing. So we talk about that because people who maybe want to go on that money journey, but they find it challenging, are often finding it challenging because of some of their experiences and stories in life. And so the masterclass is all about how to look at those stories and experiences and overcome them so that you can like speed up that journey. And so also you can think more clearly about those 2 or 3 wealth zones. So I hope this was helpful for you. We'd love to see you on the masterclass tonight. You can register for it. It's free. Show up before 7 p.m. It starts at 7, but the doors will open a few minutes early. You can register at wealthremedy.fudoggroup.com. I'd love to see you there. Let's rewrite your own wealth story so that your money journey is fast and smooth and gets you to where you want to go. Have an amazing day, everyone.